The baby's sleeping.
Wasn't that loud?
Welcome
to Inside
the Ant Farm.
Number 99, guys.
That's right, guys. Almost
99.
This is what we're drinking tonight.
We have a pretty special beer tonight.
We've also drank a lot already.
It's going
to be a good show.
This could be awful.
Eastwood Brewing Company, people. This is like a couple blocks from where we live, actually. Not too far away.
Yeah, it's right down James Street. And it used to be called the Double Barrel Brewing Company.
Which I have a double barrel somewhere around here.
I still have mine, too.
Yeah.
I think I have the little one.
The growler is almost the same. The double barrel had two
we
guns
went back
sides.
for the first time since probably about a week or two after it opened, and the beer was pretty finished. It was good. It was a lot better.
It was good.
Like, I liked the beer before, but it was very crafty. This is
good beer.
It's good beer, you know?
So we're having their Belgian dark chocolate.
And let's do this. Oh, hold up, I gotta hold that.
Let me see the beer side out. Put it all close. This is good. It's good. It's like weedy, but you got the chocolate, like a definite chocolate flavor in there, but not too much.
The thing I noticed when we first had this last week was that
what's in your growler?
It smells like a scratch and sniff chocolate thing. Whenever you had that scratch and sniff thing, it just smells. It's like
definitely
chocolate.
It reminds me. It reminds me of like kind of like a pumpernickel bread too, because it's like a very hearty.
Yeah, but it's got a really good, rich flavor and sweet. It's got that little sweetness at the end. It doesn't have a bad aftertaste like some beers.
Welcome to the Team Beer Podcast, guys. That's a surprise. No, we're doing it.
Am I part of Team Beer? Because I want to be part of Team Beer.
If you can find us, then you can join us.
I'm the captain.
You can join Team Beer.
I'm the captain of Team Beer.
I think I'm winning the hair off now.
You definitely are. My hair's just all messed up.
Actually, no, we're about the same length. So Matt, how are you doing, by the way? Let's get this started. Let's get this rolling.
I'm doing pretty good. I had a couple days off. I got training tomorrow, so I actually get to sleep in just for like an extra hour, which is nice. I can take anything I get at this point. It's been pretty uneventfully nice because it's still on break, so I can't really complain about it. How about you?
I'm doing good. We just wrapped the show Hairspray at Circus Stage, so it's nice because we get a little downtime. I've been working like 5-hour days. No, not 5 hours, but less hours, and it's just nice to get a little rest. We have the show coming up, but not for another 3 weeks, so it's a little slow right now.
I'm working 5 plus 7 hour days, so that's kind of nice for me.
5 plus 7, so that's 12.
Good math. That's good math.
So Matt, we see you have these 2 shirts on. Show them the cool graphic on this red shirt you're wearing.
This is part of the shirt, you jerk.
Oh wait, this one shirt?
One shirt.
Lame.
Just show off my muscles.
You can't show what's not there.
Why are you such a hater?
Okay, Matt, so this is our best of.
Okay, do you want to do news first or we do best of?
No, best of first.
Okay, let's do best of. Okay, so I only picked a few categories.
We have news too, guys, by the way.
We have lots of news, actually. Way too much news for a best of.
Which is why we're going to do the best of pretty quick.
Because I don't want it to be too long.
It still will be. It's fine.
We'll let Tim Coombs be the judge of that.
He will.
Okay?
And he will. He's a boy.
Judge, jury, and executioner. We just did movie and game categories, and we'll start off with what is the game that or what is the movie? I'm sorry, that you wanted to see but you didn't get to see this year.
So I want you to start that off because I have an interesting story.
This was tough because there was a couple movies I didn't get to see that I really wanted to see. I really want to see Interstellar, and I still want to see The Hobbit, but I might get a chance to see that anyway.
You haven't seen Interstellar yet?
I haven't seen it. And I want to see it.
I have a bootleg copy if you want.
Okay, I'll take that. How bad is the bootleg? Is it all right?
It's a bootleg.
Okay.
It's bad.
There's some nice bootlegs.
It's not horrible, though.
All my Hobbit bootlegs are really nice.
It's not
horrible. I own
horrible.
the Hobbit, by the way, but I also
that's
have the bootleg.
You already ruining my story, okay? Just say what you want.
Okay, you did this to me. Birdman is the one movie I really want to see.
I didn't think of that one.
I really want to see that movie still.
So I'll agree with that, but also say the story I want to tell is that...
Okay.
So obviously we just had a child. He's just over 3 months now. 3 months and a week and a half. But we didn't get, of course, since we're new parents, we don't get to go to movies. We definitely want to see Interstellar because I'm a huge physics nerd. Kip Thorne is definitely an idol of mine. You came up with a lot of black hole theory and exotic matter, things like that. Just explanations and things. A lot of good theories.
Theoretical particle physics,
astrophysics. But yes. So he. So I tried to look to download it, and like you can only find like old and Russian copy or like trailers, and it's like, so finally I was like, one day I was like, I'm gonna just look one more time, and it was like the day before Pirate Bay got closed down. Pirate Bay, I didn't go to that. Yeah. I got it legally, of course.
Pirate Bay wrecked my life. I had to like, I have a virus on my computer right now because I was trying to find a new spot that wasn't Pirate Bay, and I picked the wrong one. I was like, oh jeez, and I can't get this thing off. I've got all.
Did you malware bytes?
What is that?
Download the program Malware Bytes.
I'll have to take a look at it. I have zombie news attacking my computer right now.
I'll tell you when we're done. So I downloaded this and it was perfect. Like, I mean, the copy is obviously bootleg, so it's a little lower res, but
I can deal with that.
It was like filmed from the booth, so it's not like a shaky cam or anything, and it was good. And me and Jamie got to watch that movie together, and you know, of course, the baby's there too, but he was asleep, so we had a nice, fun, romantic time.
You're like, I will throw you into a black hole if you wake up.
And then you'll be in some kind of three-dimensional...
That'll be omniscient, and he'll...
Construct.
Yeah.
I won't give it away. Yeah, that was the movie that... I still got to see it. But Birdman, yes, definitely. I'm still going to see that at some point.
I really want to see it. I'm pretty excited to see it still. I'll have to wait till it comes out.
I thought you were going to say Hercules.
I already saw it.
Hercules!
With Kevin Sorbo, obviously.
I am Hercules!
Oh, you're talking about The Rock? I'm talking about Kevin Sorbo.
He's a tower up! That's not a movie that came out, Matt.
It is a movie that I made myself. That starred
fanfic.
Steven Seagal.
Did you play as Kevin?
Steven Seagal was in it.
And Mateo Trotz is Kevin Sorbo.
Warwick Davis was obviously in it because there needs to be a midget in there somewhere.
Little person. Come on, man. We don't have to prescribe to that
sorry
kind of
to all the
speech.
LPs that watch here.
Kind of hate speech. So Matt, what's the movie that was your least favorite?
This one was tough because there's two that were really in the running for, but there's one that really stood out for me as the hottest, wettest, stinkiest
the same one again.
bag of garbage that's ever been made. It might be ever been made, and this is tough for me because there's a lot of bad movies.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Teenage
Mutant
Ninja Turtles.
Teenage
Are they aliens?
No, they're mutants, stupid. Who would think they're aliens besides the director of the movie?
Hot bag of garbage.
I punched Michael Bay in that. That was me punching Michael Bay.
Michael Bay, put your face up to the screen. I'm just going to punch it. Just, bah!
And then pantomime your face being punched right now.
I know you watch this, and I know you watch this, and in the comments you'll go, I know it was. Thanks for the money. Because we want to watch it.
No.
Thanks for the money. You stole our money.
And then freak out and melt down on stage.
You stole our money. Worst movie. So did you pick Amazing Spider-Man or did you pick Ninja Turtles?
I picked Ninja Turtles because I actually liked Amazing Spider-Man 2 better than Amazing Spider-Man.
He likes Amazing Spider-Man 2. Did you hear that, guys? Everybody write that down.
Wink. Willie Beeman.
I wish he would have done that. There should have been an outtake where he was pretending to be Stephen Willie Beeman.
I think if I was like a famous actor for a part, I would pretend to be that in every movie for an outtake.
Like you would be Stephen Willie Beeman? Like should I do it? Like if I do any more movies or anything like that, should I do that?
Yes. Because I haven't seen a movie you're in.
Whatever. Soon, you will. Right, John Ginty? Right?
We're going to link the trailer, right? Is it on YouTube? I don't know.
I wish it was that bad. I keep poking him a little bit and like, hey, put it out. I can't wait.
Does he need help?
It's going to be amazing.
He's
doing it by himself. He's a one-man show.
Well, if we can help in some way. We can lend our podcast for him, maybe, or... I've said we should invite him on. He's a cool guy. Met him in real life.
He's director. Cool. He's actually really funny, and he knows a lot. He knows nerd stuff. He'll beat me in nerd stuff.
Well, whatever, dude. Maybe you don't like
favorite movie of the year. Let's do this. What do you got?
Ooga chaka, hooga, hooga, hooga.
I can't stop this feeling.
Ooga chaka.
Deep in. Yep. I have to agree with you.
It was amazing.
Guardians of the Galaxy is what we're talking about.
There was a review of it.
There's some great movies. Now I actually put Lego Movie was up there. This was really the year of Pratt.
You have like a Pratt.
It was the year of Pratt.
Bret Hart.
I do. This 2014 was a raging Pratt boner. Excuse me, for me.
You dying? Did he kill you?
I burped and then it was
Is
hot
Chris Pratt killing you? Are you dying from Chris Pratt?
No, he loves me. Lego Movie was great.
Well, and which is funny too
because Galaxy was fantastic.
But Captain America 2 is also great.
It was,
and it's totally forgettable after.
Yeah.
Totally forgettable.
Sure.
Like you're like,
I agree.
Oh wow, Guardians of the Galaxy.
X-Men, forgot about it because Guardians of the Galaxy was so good that it made me forget about it.
There were a lot of good movies this year.
There was a lot of good movies. this was the best. It was good. It
What
was
about Ninja
great.
Turtles? Was that the best?
Ninja Turtles was the
second best?
Was the Bizarro great?
I am great. No, you're not great.
Michael Bay says he's great because he's horrible.
Oh my god, it's great. It's me, Megan Fox.
I'm a great actress. I have toe thumbs.
Look at my
Both
thumbs.
my thumbs.
It's a double thumb.
It's
On one
one
hand,
thumb,
it's on
but
one
it's just
hand.
like a lot of thumb.
I know how to
I
do
was
that
supposed to have
muscle
6
illusion.
fingers, but it didn't happen.
I feel like we
Look
have a
up
lot of the
toe
same
thumbs.
stuff. Let's get to the game because I know games got to be different for us.
Okay.
Because we played a lot of different games.
This was actually, I think it was different from what you were kind of telling me earlier. Let's go with Letdown first. What was your Letdown game of the year?
Okay, Letdown was a game that I hyped a lot, and then panned on this podcast. Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs had such potential. It was billed as like this modern Assassin's Creed, where you're, kind of like a open world like GTA and all this stuff, and it was like a more serious version. Which the one thing that kicks me out of GTA is kind of the campiness of it a lot.
See, that's funny because I really
'Cause I
love
love story.
GTA. I love GTA 5, and you didn't feel the same way about it.
Well, just because like the story got so campy, I was just like,
Yeah. See, I love the campiness.
I get it. Trevor's a dick, and Michael's a dick.
It was a breath
and,
of fresh air to me.
Ugh.
So okay. All right.
And there's the other guy that I can't remember his name because he's so forgettable. Like, come on, man. Yeah, but yeah, Watch Dogs is even worse. Like, Aiden Pierce was
Oh, it's
terrible.
Franklin. Sorry,
Franklin.
I had to
Yes,
drink
that's
take and think about it.
That's fine. That's fine. Think it over. You want some more?
Think
Matt?
it over with beer. I
Some
probably shouldn't.
You probably shouldn't, but you gotta because you're a bitch. Censor that. Sorry.
I was doing good. I haven't cussed yet.
So like there's potential for a lot of good characters in this game, but they were all just boring. They're boring, all of them. They're boring, and that's like the missions were boring. Like they had some fun potential for that, also boring. It's just like
I heard there's a lot of Bork stuff with it too. There's a lot of stuff that.
See, I didn't get a lot of the Bork stuff, but I got a lot of the boring. I just wasn't into it.
Not borked, just boring.
Well, and
Gotcha.
like the missions were like, go to this place and you're gonna hack some stuff. Oh, now there's 20 guys outside that you have to kill. I'm like, wait, what? What?
I hate when they don't.
I'm a hacker. I'm not a guy with military training. Like, what? Why am I killing
obviously, you
people?
can also shoot a gun.
But he really
For a
can't.
celebration, I shoot my gun.
Well, and like the AI for the villains is pretty smart, but it's just that the smartness is that they all just run and kill you at the same time, which is what villains should do. Like if there's 20 guys against one, just fucking run at the guy. You're killing him. He's dead. Whatever.
Yeah, he might shoot like one or two of you, but then he's dead.
Yeah. So that's what they do though. So it's really annoying because you have to like just kill all these guys really quick or they kill you, and you're like, I have to play this thing again. And this one part that I got where I just quit the game because I was like basically like 20 guys are coming at me. I kill them all. Then a helicopter flies over and is shooting me with missiles, and I'm like, really? Did I break in? And like I like hadn't broken into something like big. It was and like there's no police around. There's nobody trying to stop these guys from killing me. There's 20 guys shooting machine guns at me and a helicopter shooting missiles at me, and nobody's helping me.
Because you didn't like this. Is that what you're trying to say?
Least favorite game. That's why it's my letdown.
Letdown. My letdown. Well, one of my letdowns was Witcher not coming out this year because it should have originally. No, I'm saying it's
Make
a
it
letdown
good.
because everyone wanted to see Witcher. They gotta wait a little bit more.
I'm
saying for this year. It was
CD
a letdown.
Projekt though, Matt, they are the kind of company that, unlike Ubisoft, who lets out a game with a bunch of bugs, CD Projekt will be like, nope,
sure.
sorry guys, we're gonna save this until it's right.
My actual letdown was Elder Scrolls Online. And really,
I'll give you that.
I'm not as huge as an Elder Scrolls fan as you, but I was very excited about getting back into an MMO, about getting excited about it. I haven't really been excited about an MMO since really Guild Wars 2, and I kind of was let down by that.
I think you meant to say Star Wars, the Old Republic.
Old Republic as well. There's a lot of letdowns I've had in the last couple of years with MMOs where I'm just like, I got into
Lord
it.
of the Rings, though.
I play the story. Lord of the Rings, I'm pretty much done with. It's just I go into. There's not much to do, and my good friends are in China now, and they're never on anymore. Alexis and Scott are on sometimes, but I just never see them.
You should play. You should play Champions Online. I log into your account all the time and steal your money and spend it on stuff.
You fucking. But Elder Scrolls Online was a big letdown for me. It wasn't fun. There's nothing that was like, and I had to pay $15 a month for not fun. Like, if it was free, it might have been a little more fun for me. Like Guild Wars, I can go back and still play because it's free.
See, like Elder Scrolls Online, I actually enjoyed for like running the story, but then once you get through the story, it's like, oh, you can run the other people's stories now, and that's the end game. Like you run other people's stories, you don't level up as quickly, so you get beat up a lot easier by things. And that's the game.
And you're like, no thanks.
Yeah, and like I beat the game
Oh,
already.
and $15 a month taken out of your pocket.
Like I'm the ultimate champion of
like $15 a month.
I'm the ultimate
for nothing
murderer. Like
anymore.
I killed like the god of jerkiness. Like, okay.
I think you said the god of jerking off. I was like,
I killed him too. I also killed him first.
Alright.
Yeah, it's actually Shigarath. Shigarath, the god of madness, actually. He's probably the most fun part of that game because he's just says crazy stuff because he's crazy.
that's why he's the god of madness, I guess, right?
Madness, yeah.
Game of the year.
Game of the year for me, Matt. The Wolf Among Us.
All
Telltale
right.
does it again, people. Telltale.
I think this was a great game. This was not my pick, but great game.
Telltale, like throughout, it was a game that I had no expectations for. I hadn't read Fables. They have actually come out with a comic for the comic companion for the game since it's basically a retelling of the actual game, but also superb, very good art style. It's the same storyline from the game, so it's really good. Obviously, you're not making choices. They just kind of made the choices they wanted to make, but
Sure.
But it's still it's the great writing of Bigsby Wolf, who's the main character you play in that game.
There's a lot of good characters in the game.
Great
that are
characters.
solidly
Great
fleshed
characters.
out, and like they're characters that you obviously know them. They're fairy tale based, but they're characters that you really don't know from the actual context of
Like Donkey Girl.
like Donkey Girl, that's an actual fairy tale.
Look it up, Wikipedia. We're not linking that anywhere.
It's not that what you're thinking of. First of all,
It is.
it's not what you're
It
thinking of.
is what you're thinking of. Perv, you sinner.
Horrible human beings. All you that watch this.
No,
No,
but like
just kidding.
the
You're
story
not.
was great. It was
great.
a fun game. It was just great.
It was well done. The graphics are really cool.
It's very stylized.
It's very stylized.
Yeah, like stylized, kind of artsy, like
cell
cartoonish,
shading,
but yeah,
cool thing.
cell shaded.
Yeah.
It's a good thing for it. So what do you got?
I have the Shadows of Mordor, and
Oh.
this took me a lot to think about. I really liked Assassin's Creed Unity. I enjoyed it, except for the abrupt
game-breaking
ending.
bugs.
The game-breaking bugs really didn't affect me, so that's why it was easier for me, I guess. A lot of people had problems with like where their faces weren't on and stuff like that. There's just eyeballs on the teeth, but
That'll happen to me in like a multiplayer.
yeah,
like
I never
stuff
had
like
that happen to me.
Yeah.
I think maybe once I had a problem jumping. Maybe it was like I got stuck jumping or something. But other than that, I had no bugs that really, and it was in an opportune time where it didn't screw up my game.
Yeah, like I think my bugs were all like right after it saved. So I was like, oh, okay. Whatever.
So the only problem I really had was with the ending, which was nothing. It's like it's over.
It's an ending.
Like, it's over. Dogless. Strong bad. Look it up. But Shadows of Mordor was fleshed out correctly. And it's one of those delicate balances where it's not a piece of Lord of the Rings. It's a companion piece that could go very badly wrong.
And
War of the North.
You're also one of your
Uh,
nicknames is Mr. Lord of the Rings, so that makes sense. Like you know a lot about it.
It
You
is
read
one
the
of my
Silma-
nicknames.
He read the
but
Silmarillion.
People call me Mr. Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
They call me Mateo R.R. Tolkien.
They also call you Mr. White Keys too.
Mr. White Keys. That's good.
You're getting really close to the screen right now. I need you to.
I'm reading this really quick. So Shadows of Mordor had great gameplay. Had
Definitely
really
gameplay.
fun
The captain promoting thing was really cool.
Fun characters. Like there's a lot of every character seemed to be different, which is tough to do in a game with there's 40 different main bad guys almost in this game. Like the only thing that was bad, the only thing I didn't like was the main bad guy. He was not as fun as
He was kind of vanilla. He's very
exactly.
Very white. You like milk.
He was not as fun as the main.
He was a milk sop.
the warlords, the war chiefs. He's not as fun as them.
Hi, I'm the funny one. They all sound like
I want to see you bleed. I want to make you bleed good.
I'm
like,
gonna tickle your feet. You're like,
Yeah,
why
exactly.
You say that?
They say weird shit, and you're like, "Yes, I want
Why?
to do this. Let's
Why
fight
did
this
you
guy."
say that?
And right when you think you're gonna win a battle, I'm here and I'm here as well. And oh no, there's two other guys there, and it really made you feel
or some guy just hits you in the back and kills you, and they're like, "No, I'm a war chief." You're like, "What?
It felt
this guy?
so good. I like winning. Obviously, I like to progress the story and win. But it was good to feel like, oh crap, I'm really scared that I'm going to lose this battle now. Because I was beating the crap out of this one guy, and then two other guys started beating the crap out of me.
Because he's afraid of Karagors.
You're beating the guy, and then he runs away and you
That's
can't
the
get
worst.
him. And you're like,
That's
no,
that was
stop!
the worst. That was worse than when they got powered up by stuff. Like, because when they got powered up by stuff, you could still like kind of beat them.
I hated the guys with that blocked everything that you couldn't flip over them. I'm like, oh, you're so annoying.
Yeah, those guys usually though had like you could assassinate them,
Yeah.
so I just had my assassinate skills up.
But like, those would always be the guy that added on, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, no.
Well, I'm giving you. By the way, I'm giving you game tips way after you played the game. But like with those guys, if you run away and hide real quick, then they'll just start walking around, and then you can assassinate them.
I did that a few times where I ran away, and like there'd be like 5 war chiefs.
Yeah, they just all run out. They're like, it's like a line. It's like you're like in a line with them running.
And they go away and you like pick one off at a time. Like, oh, this guy goes air assassination. I get that guy.
Dude, let's get to some news here because
let's
we're
do
like
this.
20 minutes, 28 minutes, 20. Where are we?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Good
Yeah.
reading. What do you got? Let's see. What do you got first?
So I gotta. It's a big milestone for me.
I got some big stuff.
I've told you about how the Podcast Beyond was a big influence on us doing this in the first place. So two of the main people that I started out with in Podcast Beyond, Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty, have quit IGN.
That's a
left
big blow to IGN.
Well, because they've started their own network. It's called the network. Well, not network, but it's like their group is called Kind of Funny. It's like
Did you eat something garlicky?
Production.
Very garlicky, whatever you said to me.
Yes, that's my spaghetti.
Greg Miller is probably the biggest star right now. So and Colin Moriarty is
a lot of
pretty
people
big
are
up
like,
there,
oh,
too.
he is IGN, and I mean, he really is. Like,
It's gonna be
Podcast Beyond
tough.
is the most popular PlayStation.
Hopefully, he
podcast.
gave us 2 weeks' notice before he did this, so they had like some idea to replace him. But he's pretty big there. You know?
He's also a literally one of their personalities. Their show Up at Noon was
Up at Noon was great.
I
Up at Noon was one of those. I don't watch too many of the IGN shows, and that was one I watched regularly. I liked it. It was
Yeah,
really
same here.
good.
And that was basically like he had said like, oh, I'm gonna like die doing this. Like he's what he loved doing.
But at the same time, you got to understand with anybody like that, they want to go their own way, and that's the way to do it.
So
you know?
I actually watched the podcast or the vlog or whatever of him talking about them quitting it. And one of the reasons they left is because IGN was like, you guys can't talk about video game stuff on your show. And he really wanted to be like, on my own time, I wanted to talk about that. He's like, I feel like I should be able to do
Why
that.
can't they talk about video games? That's like the whole point of it, isn't it?
Well, the Game Over Greggy show he couldn't talk about,
Oh,
which is what he does on his own channel. So he's like, well, I want to still talk about this, so I'll just, I'm getting, and basically what they did is this thing called Patreon, which is you basically subscribe to the channel, and you can pay like whatever amount you want. It's from $1 upwards, so you can pay like $1 a month for it. And there's little, it's basically a Kickstarter, but you pay per month. So you can pay like $1 a month, or $5 a month, or $10 a month, or $3,000 a month. But whatever you pay, you get the benefits of that level. So like on Kickstarter. But so they currently, it shows like how much they're getting a month from people, and they're over I think they're over $12,000 right now. A month? Yeah, so they're making a good amount of money to do what they love.
12 times 12, $144,000, by the way.
Well,
math.
So that can fluctuate. Obviously that can fluctuate. Like if someone says, "Oh, I don't like these guys. I don't want to subscribe anymore." They can do that. But it's still that could at least for a couple months be really good income. And if they have a show that pans out where they want it to, that could be a really good.
Plus, you get
for
that
them.
plus sponsors. You got a lot of money.
Yeah, really good venture for them. Exactly.
You get enough to live on. That's for sure.
And so he they have left IGN now, and they're just doing that full time. They're doing they're doing Let's Plays, and they're doing unboxings, but they're doing them on their own channel.
We need to do some unboxings, by the way. I'd love to do that.
Or if you buy things that can be... Let's unbox Big Hero 6.
I could unbox the white PlayStation 4 when I got it.
We can unbox this. Too bad this is already open.
We unboxed
Hydro
this beer
Flask Growler
into our bellies.
Okay, so that's enough of that, though. That's really sad for me because I do love Podcast Beyond, and I know they've actually said they're going to stay on Podcast Beyond, even though they've left IGN. They're going to kind of like freelance. They don't get paid obviously for it, but they're going to keep doing it.
Maybe they'll stay on at least till they get more people.
Well, basically, they're trying to find like people to take over for them, which is very sad. But that's even more sad. Like I'd rather just have them leave and have someone else be there.
But at the same time, there's a lot of good people. Maybe these guys right here, if you need some help, IGN.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of good people out there that are entertaining.
We can do a
and
PlayStation podcast. I'm cool with it.
PlayStation is what I do, so it's good.
The report.
Okay, I have a couple big things, but really, there's one show I want you to see. It is a mini series that's come out And it's very Monty Python-esque. It's called Gallivant. I watched it yesterday, and it was fantastic. It was really good. Like, it was a breath of fresh air. It's not like all the other shows you think of. It's like a medieval musical comedy. And it's got a lot of just silly, good comedy in it, a lot of good songs that were written, and a lot of good guests. Obviously, you've seen some of the guests, but the first 2 episodes, they had John Stamos on the second episode.
And you scream Stamos at your TV?
His name was John Hamm. That was Sir John Hamm. That was his name.
Nice.
And it was really good. It was that good. It was like, you're thinking of it, yeah, it was good. And it was enjoyable. I don't know who the actor is. I actually should have written it down, but I didn't. But he hasn't been anything else. He was fantastic. He was a good singer. He was very charismatic on TV. He played off very well.
He's kind of like a young version of me, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it was like a young Miguel Tarats, basically, with a beard that you can't grow. Let me just go right here. Winning the beard off, by the way. But I would highly recommend it.
I'm saying I'm winning the beard
especially
off.
if you like silly, good comedy. It was well done.
But if you hate silly, good comedy,
like there was a lot of good songs in it. Like the first every episode started off with kind of it's a musical
show with music.
Well, it's like a musical because there's speaking parts, but really it's a lot of.
So
good
it's a
music.
show with music, then, Matt.
No.
It's theater people know what this is.
It's not like all music. It's like Rent. There's talking in it, but they're singing it. So it's that kind of musical, but with medieval and funny stuff. Just really funny.
So they get medieval on. That's what you're saying.
A little medieval on your Heine. Heine, I said that on.
That's fine. Podcast. That's the first censoring we've had on the show.
So yeah, it's worth it. Okay, go.
So Matt, guess what they've teased already online? Let's say it's a Marvel property. Let's say it's a Judd Apatow alum in the part. They have Ant-Man teaser and a first look at his costume.
Oh, Mike.
Paul Rudd.
Mike.
Entertainment Online.
Ant-Man tonight, Tuesday night, on the Agents of, or on Agent Carter, Agents of the Carter Shield.
Agents of the Carter.
Agent Carter, I don't know, they should have changed the name a little bit. But Agent Carter, on the show, they're going to have, on TV, they're going to have the actual Ant-Man trailer.
Oh, I know, man.
So they're doing
Thanks
they're
for
doing
taking that news.
Well, they first had the well, that was on mine too. They had the tiny Ant-Man trailer that came out, the ant-sized Ant-Man trailer, and then the regular one. I still have not seen the regular.
By the way, ants could not watch that; they can't see at that frequency, nor can they see colors.
It's tiny, by the way. It's really small. I'm glad they.
But they had the Entertainment Weekly cover with him in the costume.
Cool.
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
It reminds me very like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's this leather costume where it's like
I've been excited about seeing Paul Rudd in this because first of all it's a more serious role, but still has the room to be funny, and I think he can pull it off.
I just wanted Michael Douglas's Hank Pym to give him oral sex tips.
Does that happen or something?
No, that's what Michael Douglas is famous for. Come on. That's how he got his mouth cancer. He's got throat cancer.
I'm gonna throw up.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna throw up.
Topical. He talks about it. Come on, dude.
This is my face when I think about Michael Douglas and oral sex right here.
So, Matt, guess what? They also have Assassin's Creed date. The date is going to be released.
Dang it, you're stealing all my stuff.
But not just that, Matt. A lot
Don't
of
do
Fox
it.
shows.
Don't do it. I'm throwing your thing.
Assassin's Creed
my stuff.
12/21/16. Boom, it's out. It's out in the wild now.
This Assassin's Creed is going to be starring Michael Fassbender, and it's coming out in 2016. That's really close. It's close.
Yeah,
it's less than 2 years away, and I'm pretty excited about seeing it. What they're going to do with it. I like Michael Fassbender. I think it's a good idea. It's tough to say what young person could do it. Michael Fassbender's a little older than Desmond would be, but.
Well, it doesn't have to be like the first game.
I'll see what
it doesn't. I
don't think they can do it as a movie that way. I think they're going to have to do something different, like
the Animus.
Well, obviously, he's probably going to be like the Desmond type character, but then he's also going to be the person in
Altair, which is kind of how they did Desmond anyway.
So they can keep using him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm all right with it. I'm alright with that. Michael Fassbender chews up scenery. I have a heterosexual man crush on him. I can admit it.
So speaking of people you have a heterosexual man crush on, Matt, they also have a date for the Gambit movie.
Starring Channing Tatum. Damn it, I always get his name wrong. Yes, I saw that as well. Tater
Chainbaum is in the Gambit movie. It's going to come out October 7th, 2016. So you'll have 2 movies to see that year. Already.
Now, there is three Marvel movies coming out from the X-Men side. They're not Marvel movies. They're the Sony movie. Oh, no, not Sony. Is it Sony? Warner Brothers? Which one? Is it Fox?
Mm.
Oh.
No.
But there will be
No.
the Gambit movie. There'll
No, it's
be
Fox then. No, it's not Fox.
X-Men Apocalypse, and
I know
Deadpool are all coming out. It said 3 X-Men movies.
Bang,
like,
bang,
Deadpool does Deadpool count as X-Men?
Yes, he's a mutant.
He's an X-Force.
He's a mutant.
Is he an X-Men?
No. The thing is that the X-Men are all, whoever owns the rights to that, Warner Brothers, someone link it, I don't know. They own the rights to mutants, which is why you're actually not allowed to say that in the Avengers. They're not allowed to say that Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are mutants
until Marvel buys that.
Yeah. Well, until they just like they're going to buy Spider-Man back, right?
It may have happened. I saw a Latina review article that they already did it, but
They might as well do it. Please do it, please.
and put a different character.
No, they have to.
Donald
They would
Glover in
have
there.
to.
Put Donald Glover in there. I heard that if it even goes through Sony, they might not bring him back because they didn't like the returns
Because he was terrible.
But anyway, so Gambit, X-Men, and Deadpool are all coming out in 2016. So they're really just walloping the
Loading it up, yeah.
They're loaded up.
I mean, it works for the Marvel movies, that are coming out through.
Could you think 10 years ago? Just think 10 years ago, would there be 3 of these movies coming out? Plus, there's got to be more. I mean, DC. I think they probably got like Suicide Squad coming out then. They probably got Justice League or something coming out then too. There's a lot. There's going to be a lot of superhero movies.
A lot of superhero movies. Is this still recording? It is.
It is.
It says battery low for the record.
Should I press it or
No, don't touch
just
it.
want to see our faces?
So okay, let's move on. So Planet of the Apes, they also have a date for. By the way, the third Planet of the Apes movie is going to come out on July 14th, 2017.
Oh, you know what?
And Fantastic Four 2.
Right there.
Coming on, yeah.
Oh, and there's another Wolverine movie too.
Which, yeah.
2017.
Why the fuck not?
So Fantastic Four is 2015, then the second one is 2017. So they got them all set up.
Okay, so Matt, let's keep moving. What do you got?
Keep stealing all
What
my
do you got?
news.
I'm doing good news. You get the bad news.
Destiny has decided because of
So I said bad news.
bad news. Well, this is good news because you're going to play Destiny and you're going to go back and get your legendary, whatever this is. So Destiny was supposed to give a Christmas present, but because of the PlayStation 4 hack, they didn't get to do it. So this
Was
week,
it a hack? Was it actually a hack?
they were hacked. The PlayStation Network's hacked hard. Like they were down for 5 days. 5 days.
Well, I knew that, but I just figured they were.
No, it was an
being
actual
stupid.
hack. They blew it.
Come on, man.
They blew it because they didn't know how to fix it, I guess. I don't know.
Whatever.
Oh, my phone's dying.
Man, we're all
hold
dying
on.
here. Hurry up,
So
man.
it
Mine's
says-
dying too.
So it says they're giving a legendary item of some sort. Now, they don't really know what it is.
It's gonna be an armband. Legendary armband. Woohoo!
A lot of people think it's another Sparrow, which if you play right now, you already got a Sparrow like a couple months ago that spins around. This one is supposed to, you can blow up people with it, I guess. I don't know. But there's other people that think it might be an actual legendary weapon, which would be nice because I need a legendary weapon.
You know what? I'm not. I don't play the game, so okay.
You own it, Mike. You
Old
play
games
it.
are old.
So you're saying
So,
you
Matt,
stop playing Dragon Age too?
Speaking of games that are awesome, so I know what you were thinking, man. You're thinking I like playing fighting games, but Mike always makes me 2-player, and then I have to play on the right side. And who wants to play on the right side? Nobody. So Tekken 7. That's what Matt calls me. That's why I did that drink, guys.
Oh no, I completely agree.
So that's why I did it. Tekken 7. If you're playing on PC and have dual monitors, or if you're playing the multiplayer online, you can always be on the left side if you choose to be. Boom, bomb drop, guys. Game has changed. Everyone's left side player now.
Like I feel so good because I'm left side player.
I'm the left side player. I'm the powerful player one all the time.
What happens if you jump over the guy though, and then you go on the right side? Does
I mean,
make
you
you
flip the
switch,
camera and
flip,
just
flip?
throw up.
Like you could just make yourself throw up. That'd be amazing.
Just keep jumping up. You can also play it. Also, the characters they've announced are like
There's like sexy,
a sassy mouthed Latino.
there's that sexy girl.
There's a sexy
American girl or something?
cosplaying cat
Yeah.
girl. And then he said, but that's not coming out for American. That's not coming out for Americans, man. It's only coming out for Europe and Japan. Japanese.
This is for you, Tekken. Right
The
here.
creators of Tekken have said, we know Americans don't like them, so we're gonna make a muscly dude that does powerful moves. Like he literally trolled American players. He trolled Americans.
That's amazing.
He's like he's gonna be skin-headed and muscly, and it's like an all translated from Japanese. Obviously,
It's gonna be fucking Jersey Shore.
Yeah, basically. I was like,
That's amazing.
that's what the slow clap is for. That.
It's like, you didn't like the player? You get a crappier player.
Yeah.
Have fun.
You get big muscly dude that is in the military. Whatever.
He's Guile without the hair,
Yeah.
sucker.
Basically, yeah. And I was like, fair enough. Thank you. You win.
Great.
You win, Japanese guy. You
That's
win.
fantastic.
You win.
It's like, okay.
Because it was like, Kaku sucks. Like, okay, you get muscly dude.
That
then.
was a stupid
Oh.
character, though. I
It's,
saw the
but
character
Japanese
like,
people love that, though. They eat that up. They're like, oh, Kaku,
first of all, she's fighting with stupid mittens on. I'm like, why?
Oh, she fights with meat. I love this.
Like, who was thinking this is a good
Forgiveness-
character?
This is really racist, by the way.
But that's what, like, that was racist that they made that character.
Do you have anything else? I have one more thing.
All I had was that Agent Carter premieres today. That's all I had. And that was part of the
Okay,
anime
so
thing,
last thing. BioWare's. Do you remember that BioWare game I was talking about? Where they kept saying out like viral stuff where it's like, you've been chosen. You're being
Yeah, it was
watched.
really weird.
Yeah. So Shadow Realms is like in development hell, I guess, right now.
Okay.
At first there was rumors that it was going to be canceled, and then there's rumors that they're going to be rebooted. And this is on a couple, like probably like 5 or 6 episodes now ago. It's going to be a 4 versus 1 game where you're like it's 4 people that are the good guys, and then the one person is kind of like a dungeon master, like throws demons at him and like blows up parts of the board and stuff. And which sounded awesome.
I think I remember.
But I guess they're changing up the story a little bit because they want it to be like an episodic TV format. They want it to be like you're playing a TV show,
like a Telltale type.
No, they want it to be this like you're still playing this like the 4-to-1 thing where you're like doing these missions, but they're gonna put it out like this, you do this mission. It's a TV episode. And you get to the end of the episode, which I don't know how that works.
It'll be short.
When you're playing 4 versus 1, like how that works.
I know.
But
I guess it'd be nice if it's tough to get 5 people together for a long time.
basically, they said story is very important to them, which is why they're taking longer to do it. But it's BioWare, so I'm still crossing my fingers because obviously I'm still a BioWare fanboy. But
Where's
this
my master?
could this be their at least part of their studio's downfall? Like this, I mean, this is very ambiguous still.
I need to hear more about it. Obviously,
Same here.
4-to-1 is tough. Having 5 players on at the same time.
Well, I mean, 4v1's going to work with Evolve, which you're going to get, right? So we can play together. PS4, Evolve.
I don't know.
You'll be the monster. I'll kick your ass.
No, you won't, because I'm the monster.
I'm Cthulhu guy, but not really. Has a different name.
Oh, but I have a stylish mustache.
He'll sing like a very fine operetto.
I don't know. I have to see more on it because it's tough to say like, oh, this could be a good game. I like that they're trying to do something different. I appreciate that, and I appreciate like a D&D type thing because you don't see that too much anymore. And there's enough online communities where that might be something good. People like us, though, we don't have enough friends on PS4 to be honest, to be able to play that.
So if you want to hit us up, I'm
We need some more
Mitsurat,
friends.
MIT.
I added our little brother Nick on Steam, so now I have like 3 friends on Steam.
I have a random.
He has like
random
87 friends on Steam, by the way.
friend. Sure. Because he's an online kid.
Must be nice.
He plays League of Legends, dude.
But I need that many. I have like on PS4, I have you. That's it.
Really?
You're my only friend on PS4.
What?
All you people on PS4 that watch this, add me, okay? Come on.
What's your name? Put it out there.
Maleopr. Maleopr.
And I'm MITARRAT because I'm
Yes.
really unoriginal.
We'll play, especially if you're on like Destiny or something. We'll jump on for Destiny if there's like 8
Or
people
the
on.
multiplayer for Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not doing that, but
No.
But I love to do Vault of Glass or something like that. Like
You really like that game. I don't know why.
I don't enjoy the story as much because it's shit. But it's a fun gameplay. It's like playing Halo almost. It's fun. You liked Halo.
I did like Halo.
We did a good.
We had some good times together.
Yeah, good times, man. Good 2-mans.
You know what's also good times? This show. It's the 99th.
99th, guys.
So what, Matt?
Next
What's the
one-
big surprise for next week? You gonna announce it right now?
Yes, we have the most specialist, most expensive beer we've ever had next week.
$35 worth.
$35 worth of awesome beer. It's one beer, one bottle. So it's going to be amazing. I hope it's the best tasting beer I've ever had since we paid that much for it. But it's our 100th episode, guys. If you want to see some on it, let us know. Put it in the comments. Like us.
You want to see us kiss?
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Want to see us make out like for 20 minutes? We'll do it. No, we won't.
That's gross. That's gross.
What's
you
wrong
gross
with you?
person.
What is wrong with you?
We're twins. We're identical.
But if you guys want anything, let us know. Put it in the comments. Like us on Facebook.
Like us on Twitter. We're not on Twitter.
I'm on Twitter, but not like we don't have School France Twitter.
I'm not on Twitter really, so I have a Twitter name. It's not on there.
I'm on Instagram too, guys. So
Are you?
Well, yeah.
Do you post pictures of your lunch?
Just like pictures of my junk.
I hate your gut.
It's like all junk pictures.
I hate you. I hate
Let's
your guts.
close junk.
I hate your guts.
Stay classy, guys. Thanks for coming.
Fang Fum. Let's do it. Bye bye. We're gonna do this first, so we turn it off. Then we're gonna do that.